Hello friends! Welcome to this another episode of Gospel Reflections in the book of Genesis chapter 15 entitled The Promise is Sealed for You. Genesis chapter 15 starts with God's statement. After this, the word of the Lord came to Abram in a vision. Do not be afraid, Abram. I am your shield, your very great reward. But this opening promise seemed to have just fell into deaf ears because Abram's response was a question of a son, his son. When the promise of the Lord seemed having some delays, Abram's human heart looked at other possibilities, helping God resolve the problem, because that is what is obvious and most visible solution. The human heart settles to what is obvious and clear, or on what is seen, felt, and touched. We believe when it is presented in how we understand it and how we see it supposed to be done. God's response to Abram's concern was not giving him what he was asking for, but doing the thing that Abram supposed to do in the promise. To look forward to the promise of God's Son to be born to save the world. The promise of a son to Abram was not the point in Abram's life. It was who the Son is pointing to. So, in that very day, because it is all about the Son of God, born in the line of Abraham, God has done the covenant ritual to re-establish and seal God's promise of birth of the Messiah that will come with the birth of Abram's long-awaited son. This is so significant because in God's reality, it is not about seeing the clear evidences. It is not about feeling it coming or witnessing with our own eyes right then and there. It is about believing in the character of God more than what has been said. It is the involvement of the character of God that matters the most. Choosing this reality, God will grant us the gift of faith and belief to His character. Chapter 15 verse 6, Abram believed the Lord and He credited it to him as righteousness. It was not because Abram was faithful, but because God was faithful that Abram was credited faithful. When he chose to see in the reality of God to fulfill what He promised. When Abram understood that it is not only about his son, it is about God's Son that will be born. A trust in the character of God over the evidences came in Abram's heart. A gift of faith in the Son of God was given to Abram. A human heart cannot afford to believe and have faith. There is nothing we can do to convince our hearts to believe in God. It is only God who can convict our hearts into believing in Him. It is His work of righteousness that will make us righteous. It is His faithfulness that will make us faithful. Not having confidence in our faith and righteousness, we should all be. Our only confidence is in the promised Son of God that came through the seed of Abram. Please know that we are so grateful for giving us a few minutes of your time. God bless you with His enduring presence in Jesus in your life today. This is Bethel from the Touchpoint. Please remember, beginning with Moses and all the prophets, all what is written in the Bible is all about Christ.